What is going on, everyone? It is 2022. Yes, you heard right. Welcome to the new year. Melanie, welcome. What's up?
Happy New Year! How are you?
I am much better. I am better.
We
I feel
are
good.
much better.
Yeah,
We
how are
are
you?
much
You
better.
feeling much better too?
I'm great. I tested negative. The Rona did not get me. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't think that's what I had. I'm gonna put it out there. I think I'm gonna self-diagnose myself because I'm always on WebMD. Um, I think I had a sinus infection because I'm known to get those. I'm prone in getting sinus infections, and I had the flu. Which, by the way, I need to get the flu shot. But no, the Rona did not play tag your it with me. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad also this with me, I'm still waiting for results, but then I got tested with those home kits and I was negative. So, but
Ooh,
not a
those
lot of people,
99-cent home kits.
but
Oh,
not a lot of
oh my
people, yeah,
god.
not a lot of people trust those kits. So I don't know what to like
What
believe,
to
but
think?
I feel
I would
much
just
better.
Yeah, well,
Like
that's what
thank God.
matters. But find like one of those Lab Q mobile places. I found one by my job, and there was no line, no wait. I ran in there. She stuck that fucking little nose thingy right in my nostril, and then I waited like a day, and I got the results. So I don't think you need to go to City MD and wait for 4 hours.
So yeah, I don't want to wait for City MD either. Um
How was your New Year though? Like, what
I did
did you?
nothing. I
Me
did
neither.
absolutely nothing. But did you watch the Andy Cohen?
Of course, I did, and
You,
it was fun. It was a Kiki. He got apparently people say he got in trouble for like saying things about Mayor De Blasio and stuff, but it wasn't. I don't think it was. I don't think it was bad. I think it was hilarious, and I think it was funny. And there were so many like people watching, even people that don't really care for Anderson Cooper, they were watching for Andy Cohen, and he got a lot of good feedback. I think he just got super drunk. Even like we were both watching here, and
mhm.
it was. I thought it was hilarious. It was better than what Fox had going on. Ryan Seacrest. The only bad thing that he did was like he shaded Ryan Seacrest and he like apologized for that. But other than that, I think it was fun. But to be honest, I kind of wish we were doing something like last year. We got together. It was cute. I just wish
Last
we
year,
were like
right?
at a
Yeah,
yeah,
last year
but
was
like
cute. It was different in Harlem nights.
mhm, exactly. But I feel like when I think back of all the like the New Years that we've had different New Years in different places.
Yeah,
The
1 year on a
cruise,
boat. Yup.
yeah.
1 year
Um,
on a boat. Rhode Island. Remember when we went to
what?
Icebox?
Let me tell you
She,
something.
go ahead.
That was
Tell the people.
my outfit was on point that year, and that
The
was one of
picture
the
we
best.
posted. Yeah.
Yes, it was one of the best ones, but it was just like the turn of events after it hit New Year's. You know what it reminded me of? Cinderella after the clock struck midnight. Like the carriage turned into a pumpkin. I'ma just say that.
That is hilarious. Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, I remember that year. But of course, 2021 had to show their ass a little before it left. Um, and we lost our Betty White, our
Yeah.
golden girl, our the last one standing. And going, I always thought It's one of my favorite. It's like my favorite show. It's one of my favorite shows. That show has gotten me through like so many times. Like when I've been sad, down, just like I could quote it. Um, and I knew when Betty passed, I was gonna like cry. I didn't cry for for the other ones, but I knew her being
Wow,
the last one.
Not even Rue McClanahan.
Actually, funny story. Funny story about Rue McClanahan. I was in Puerto Rico when she passed. I was on a trip with my friend Tim, and I remember we went to a hotel and they reported it. And I remember being shocked, like, damn. Because as we were talking prior to the show, the previous 2 years, the other two died. Estelle Getty first passed, which she played Sophia. Then B. Arthur passed the following year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the next year, Rue McClanahan in 2010 in June, because I remember I was in Puerto Rico. So it was.
Betty held on for 11 years.
She was a strong one.
But I'm really sad because her birthday is January 12th. She literally was days.
Days.
2 weeks before her birthday, 100th birthday.
And a lot of people was looking forward to it. Even her still being alive, a lot of people was looking forward to it. So, my Golden Girl, I definitely shed some tears, but I definitely also watched and laughed on the episodes of Golden Girls. And Golden Palace, which a lot of people don't know about. Golden Palace was a spinoff of Golden Girls when B. Arthur left because she no longer wanted to do it. If you haven't watched Golden Palace, that's hilarious. And finally, for us Golden Girls fans, it's going to be on Hulu starting Friday. So, you know where I'm going to be Friday? Watching my Golden Palace legally. Streaming it legally because I've been watching it on YouTube.
Oh, jeez.
But rest in peace, my beautiful Betty White. We will always remember you. You will always be our forever Golden Girl. Betty. But let's move on to some other buffoonery. Not other buffoonery, because Betty was no buffoonery. She may have played one sometimes, but to a buffoon doing some buffoonery this weekend and spreading like wildfires. Our boy Tristan, not our boy, Tristan Thompson. Well, our boy, because we reported about his dumbass before, and here we are again, like Maury. This is not Maury, but you are the father, Tristan Thompson. Well, did you have a doubt any second that he was a father, or?
No, he can't keep his dick in his pants. Like, he reminds me of Eric Benet. He needs to go to rehab for sex or whatever the fuck. Like
a sex addict. No, it's such a thing.
A sex addict.
A sex addiction. Yeah.
And it sucks because I really like Khloe Kardashian. She doesn't deserve that. No woman deserves that. Even if she stole him from another man, a woman. I said man.
I'm glad you're bringing that up.
Even if she stole him from someone else or they met in different circumstances and stuff, no woman should go through that. No man should go through that because there have been instances where women get pregnant off of other men. But I feel like once a dog, always a dog. And like, he's a jackhole. Like, it sucks. At this point, like, I don't know. Somebody, who was it? Oh, it's Nick Cannon that people said that he needs to get like a vasectomy. Tristan should get a vasectomy too, or at least wrap it if you're gonna be fucking so many different women.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me. So now it's what, 3 kids now?
3 kids, 2 boys, and True being his girl. And I guess hours before he announced, he made his little apologies. He took a dozen. To Khloe and his whole post admitting he's the father. He took a dozen of roses to True. So, I thought that was. I know, right? I thought the same thing. I'm like, okay, like
somebody in her trust fund, like, okay.
Yeah. Well, some other buffoonery. I'm telling you, buffoonery just running rampant. But it depends who you ask. Antonio Brown from the Buccaneers. What's it? What's the team?
The Buccaneers, yeah.
The Buccaneers, yes, the Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yes, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What do we call it? Can we call it a meltdown? We call Britney Spears every time she does something on Instagram a meltdown. So let's call the bullshit men do a meltdown. He took off his shirt and stormed off, his gear and stormed off the field. I guess he didn't like.
He sprinted out of the field.
I guess it all goes back to, I guess, his coach taking him off the field, side benching him or whatever. He didn't like what was going on with the coach. You see some going back and forth, and then you just see him storm off. Like, it's the year, I'm telling you, the last few years is the years of fuck this job. And people just going. Even football, even when you're making millions.
There's a song that Lil Duval has that says, "I'm living my best life. I ain't got time. I ain't going back and forth with you." That's literally like what he did. He was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." I don't blame him. I mean, I'm sure people are looking at him like he's crazy, but I bet you if a white guy did it, they wouldn't care. They'd be like, "Oh, he's just having a meltdown. He's fine." Props to you, mama.
Well, okay, what about if Tom Brady did it? Because Tom Brady is technically in that team.
I'm not allowed to say anything about Tom Brady. I gotta see something. But if he did that, I would just be like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, he's a golden child. I don't think he would ever be put in a predicament to do something like that. Like, who would ever side bench Tom Brady? I don't think so.
True. Has Antonio Brown spoken about this since this whole incident?
I don't think so.
I know he was spotted at a basketball game.
Oh, was he?
I know that.
I can look it up and see if he said anything, but I doubt it.
I know he was spotted. He was definitely spotted at a basketball game, but yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, people, it doesn't matter the job. People nowadays is really just like, fuck this. I don't need it. Like, I am out. Shout out to Antonio Brown, because that's a lot of money he's walking away from.
He's a Cancer. They're emotional.
Oh, there we go. But I'm a Pisces, so I'm emotional too.
Yeah.
How old is he?
33.
33. Oh, wow. Our age group. Well, fuck that job, he said.
What I'm about to do.
Fuck that job. Now, last week we was discussing Chris Noth and, you know, the whole sexual abuse and all that stuff since And Just Like That dropped. As we know, with And Just Like That, if you've been living under a rock, he was basically killed off way before this happened. So that's no coincidence with what's going on. But as we reported, he was still on a show called Equalizer that stars also Queen Latifah on CBS. And as we've come to learn, he was let go of Equalizer. Luckily for Equalizer, at least the whole show wasn't canceled like it's happened when some other people have been canceled. But Chris Noth himself was let go effective immediately late December from the show. So it's definitely, it sucks. It's definitely affecting him. These allegations from two people. So it's funny. I had to report it because I'm like, oh wait, we just touched on this. So I'm like, wow, he really lost his job. It's like, I'm telling you, one or two people want to say something and you could easily be canceled, and it's crazy nowadays to think that.
I think that like it was going, like, obviously the production company and the whole show, they're focusing on themselves, and they're trying to do damage control before it gets worse and they lose viewers. So they're obviously going to lose viewers too, because some people want Chris Noth to be there. So
to be fair, this is the second season so far, and he joined the first season like the end. So it's not like the show started and he was always part of it. But after his addition, I like Chris Noth.
All right, you're having technical difficulties because you're frozen and you sound robotic.
Oh Lord.
But
Mercury retrograde is really showing their ass.
Mercury retrograde is showing their ass because we're not even like not live, but we're popping on YouTube, but not on Facebook right now.
Although we shared the YouTube link on our Facebook Inner Circle page, so you can still watch us. Just click, and it will take you right to YouTube. Which, if you're not subscribed to YouTube, you should definitely be subscribing. Hit that subscribe while you're clicking on that YouTube link. But am I still Mr. Robotic? Mr. Robotic?
You're frozen, which is fine, but we can hear you. But
right.
While you get
better heard than seen.
While you get it together, I'm just gonna read the comments because some of our viewers are talking about Antonio Brown. So someone said AB isn't all there. Maybe mentally, like he probably had like a breakdown. We don't know what it is, but if he's not all there, that can explain why he did something so erratic. Um, he said he was hurt, but they didn't want to bench him, wanted him to play through it. I could see that happening, and I think it's fucked up. Like when it comes to football, that's one sport I will say I really don't care for because I feel like football is like no mercy. I sound like Cobra Kai, but it's true. I don't know why he made a big deal about getting on the field when he geared up, lost out on money and a potential SB run. You have to understand too that those athletes they are under contract. They have to show up even when they don't want to. Like, hello, Marshawn Lynch is a great example of them wanting him to be on an interview and him not wanting to get fined. Um, but hopefully he does. If he does speak on it and speaks his truth, then that would be great. But if he decides not to even talk about it, I think he's still on the roster. So, oh, you
No,
said no
but
reading. That's what he said, but he geared up. It doesn't make sense. Why geared up if you're injured? I guess, but at the end of the day, he's still in the roster. Like there wasn't an announcement made saying that he wasn't gonna play for the team anymore. So we'll keep watching. Next week, if we have an update, we'll let you guys know.
we will definitely let
And
you
back,
guys
and
know.
back to Charlie.
And that was a sports section on display. But but back to the Chris Noth thing. Going back to Sex in the City, just real quick. Chris Noth, we're done with. Unfortunately, he's losing jobs, and we wish him the best.
Yeah.
And we wish for the truth to come out. We don't want to be those people. Oh, they're sexist. They're that sexist
I
podcast.
wish for everyone, all parties involved, peace for everyone. That's it.
Mhm.
Because to be honest, he makes money with the residuals of Sex in the City. He
Yeah,
doesn't really need to be working. So whatever.
he'll
And
be
then
fine.
those two females, the two victims or females, I'm sure they don't want to be called victims. Those two women that came forward, if this brings them peace and like sanity, then by all means, bless up.
Yeah, yeah. Now, did you notice though, real quick, going to it just like that? Did you notice when Carrie in episode 4 opens her cabinet, she moves back to her apartment? Did you notice that little detail of Cafe Bustelo? That took me out. That took me out all the way out, out, out. I almost fell off my
Why?
couch. I'm like, first of all, Carrie Bradshaw drinking Cafe Bustelo, a freaking white girl living in freaking
Upper
Upper
West
West
Side.
Side, and she really has Cafe Bustelo in her cabinets. I give it up to a good like prop person designer who wanted to like diversify the show and wanted to stick Cafe Bustelo there because there's no way Carrie Bradshaw will have Cafe
Well,
Bustelo on her own. No way.
I,
That took me
if
out.
you're an avid Sex in the City like a viewer, like I was and I still am because I still watch like seasons and
Yeah,
shit
you do.
and episodes like on my downtime, you would know that Carrie Bradshaw never made coffee herself. She doesn't cook. She used to put shoes and clothes inside her oven like every New Yorker, and she would always get her coffee from the bodega or the coffee shop. So
Exactly. That was like a what? What are they trying to do? Like promotion? Like get hip with the Latinos? Like oh shit, Carrie drinks Cafe Bustelo, so we gotta drink it. Okay, we gotta watch.
what were
Like
they
she's
gonna
hip.
put? Folgers? She's dating a Rican on the low. First of all, where's Cafe Bustelo from? I feel like that's very like Miami Cuban. Isn't it from like Miami? I feel like it is.
I don't know. I want it, but
Let me look
it
it
is
up.
something that the Puerto Ricans are
Something.
definitely hip to.
Oh, of course, I love Cafe Bustelo. You know what? Oh my god! You know
I and
what
that's what I usually buy
coffee
them.
I can
So,
never drink? Maxwell House. Ugh.
ugh. Nah, the Maxwells, the Folgers, all those like. Sorry to
Mm-mm.
say, white like you white people stuff. That's what I. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it is what it is. Like it is what it is. But
Is Cafe Bustelo Cuban or Puerto Rican? Bustelo coffee should be pretty self explanatory. It is a beloved Cuban style coffee, which became a series staple among Cuban immigrants in New York City, and then it's charmed its way into the homes of immigrants from Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic, and then
I was
everything
gonna
else.
say,
I
yeah,
knew it.
because
I knew
Cuban,
it.
we don't have a lot of Cubans in New York City. First of all, let's be real,
Not
we
New York
don't.
City, but
In
New
Jersey,
Jersey.
they like in Jersey, if you want to find the Cubanos, but they're not really over here like that. Trust me. It would be nice if more of them were very Miami, but let me stop.
I gotta sip my water.
Yeah, let me stop. I can't I can't worry if they are here or not.
We need to make an
Anyways,
episode of like the top, a countdown of the top lovers or like nationalities to date. And it's obviously gonna be all opinions. It's not gonna be like anything like concrete because it's our opinions of who are
yeah,
the best.
and opinions are like assholes, people. So and we all have
Everyone
them.
got them.
So yep, yep. But now it is 2000. It's 2022, 22. I don't even know how to
Yes,
call it. 2022,
2022.
2022, 2022. And we have some new segments we want to bring you guys. Starting with this one, it is our what the fuck stories. A story out there that just has you thinking what the fuck, and we just have to talk about it and report it. Although it's very what the fuck. Do you want to start with your what the fuck, Melanie? First, ladies first.
Sure. So when I saw this story, I was like, what in the actual fuck? Like, it's never going to stop. So, breaking news, a COVID testing site in the Getty Center in Los Angeles has detected LA's first case of flurona, a combination of the influenza, like flu, and coronavirus. How many fucking mutations can there be? Like, how many Ninja Turtles types of COVID can there be? I am so sick of this shit. Just when you get over COVID, you got fucking Delta. Then after Delta, you got Omicron or Marion. And now Flurona. She sounds like Flo from Bad Girls Club.
Yo, shout out to
Shout
our
out
girl
to her. I love
Flo.
her.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, yo, we're right here. Because when I first heard this, I thought of Flo. I'm like, God bless her. Like, our girl Flo from, the Bad Girls Club. She's been on the show a few times. Shout out to Flo. I thought the same thing. Florona. It's like, maybe we got to hit up Flo. That means we're connected. And we got to hit up Flo
She needs to do
and
a
say
reading
what's
and tell
up.
us when the hell it's gonna be done. Like,
All right.
come on.
And I wonder if she's having issues like Omarion's having issues with the whole Omicron. Did you see his post? He did a few funny posts on his social media about the confusion of Omicron and Omarion, which is funny that he did that because you and I have been joking before he did that, calling it Omarion.
Yeah. He
Only
said,
millennials will know.
I'm a celebrity, not a variant.
Oh, he could be
Yes,
he could be my variant.
You're a little parched right now.
Omarion could get it. My what the fuck story is, which is so weird because you would think I don't know what y'all would consider Jason Derulo. What category celeb? A, B, C, D list?
I don't like him. He did Jordan Sparks dirty.
He did her dirty. I do remember that.
And like he's not even all that. And he just did his baby mama
dirty. But wait, he left his baby mama?
Jenna Funes?
The one that he just oh shit.
The one that he got like money for doing all these stupid like reels and funny.
He just had a kid with. He just had a kid with her. Like last year, recently.
They separated, yep.
Well, listen, breaking news to me. Listen, there you go. Well, you educated people. I didn't even know that. But, okay, well, then he must be going through something then because you would think with the birth of a newborn, and if he was happily in love, well, I guess he's not. He just got into a scuffle at Aria Hotel, which they banned him since because two regular male patrons just fucking with him and trying to get his attention. Called him Usher. As we know, hey, listen, I was called Usher from like 11, way into my adult years. I'd never seen it, but if I had $1, shit, we would be on a major network right now if I had $1. Like, I used to be called Usher a lot, so I would take it as a compliment. But home dude Jason, I guess that confidence of his is not up there because the bros called him Usher, and they tried to get cute and said something else to disrespect them. And home dude charged at both of them like a bull. He punched the shit out of one of them, and then slapped the other one's friends when the other one's friends came to defend him. They haven't pressed charges yet, but they still have some time, as we know, with statute of limitations. And he definitely drew blood from both of them, some blood with lo trombone, as you guys say, that he gave them. Now, it's funny because a video clip, listen, Jason Derulo, I guess, kind of warned us. In a video clip that I just seen earlier that surfaced, he's basically in an interview, telling the people, like, yo, I'm not these other singers, even these other rappers. I will throw down. He does come from Florida, and we know what's in. Yeah, well, you mentioned that. Well, he does come from Florida. We know what's in the water of Florida that we don't want to drink. And as you mentioned, he's Asian. They get down with the get down, and I guess he gets down with the get down. Money don't buy you class, like Luan de Lesseps said, and he will still punch you out or smack you out. That's my what the fuck moment.
I think it's stupid that he decided to get physical for being called
right.
Usher. Like, if they called him different, like if they called him the N-word, or if they called him like something fucked up, I would understand. But like, you could take Usher as a compliment. How many times don't they call? They called. I remember here in New York, they called ASAP Rocky. Was it ASAP Rocky or Offset? Oh no! I take it back. They called Travis Scott ASAP Rocky. And Travis Scott turned around and was like, I'm not fucking ASAP or whatever. Like, he got mad and like made a big deal, but he wasn't able to get in anyone's face because I think security pushed him back. But like, come on now. I could see it being annoying, but at the same time, you're really gonna throw down for that? You must have had like a bad night.
Or going through some shit. Yep, because it's like, I'm not gonna risk my notoriety and my money on some bullshit. Because nowadays people are so happy.
Jail time. Yeah.
Exactly, or jail time. And, God, we know Vegas is quick to throw you in jail over some bullshit. We know Vegas is not the place. They will throw you in jail quick. Trust me.
Are you saying from experience? Anyway.
Listen, I know shit. I know. But that was definitely my what the fuck moment. I'm like, yo, bro, get it together. Like, you too good for that. And it's funny because it goes back to what I was thinking earlier, the way that people would try to get your attention. And in 2022, like, that's one of my focuses, is not to let people easily get to your emotions, especially someone like me that I could be emotional, considered emotional. That's something I want to work on, because people will try you. People will try you in any way. Like, even on social media, you know, they DM you, they try to get your attention. You don't respond because you're busy, and it's like, oh, why don't you respond? Blah blah blah. You're good. Why don't you like? And it's like,
my favorite is,
I have a life.
My favorite is when you get a text message from someone, but then you post something, or you post something on social media, on like Instagram or something, and they reply to your post or reply to your story. I messaged you or I texted you.
Listen, a text is different because that's going straight to our phone, so that's a different conversation. But excuse me, when it goes to our DMs, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, I'm not checking my DMs like that. I'm not living in my DMs, especially Facebook's DMs. I am not. So it's like, why are people getting upset that I'm not opening? It's like, but again, people will try to get a reaction and get your energy in any way they can. So that's something I'm working on, and that's why when I see this Jason Derulo story, I'm like, bro, you just let them fuck with your energy big time. And most likely now these dudes are going to press charges, because TMZ is like, they haven't pressed charges yet, but they still have X amount of days. I'm like, TMZ, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You just about to get more clicks out of the stories and more things to come out of this story. And so do we here at the Inner Circle podcast, so we could get those clicks and shares and all that stuff. But moving on, Are we ready for a game? Are you ready
Yeah,
for a game?
I'm ready for a new game.
It is so much talk. I'm ready for a game. Hey, it's a new year, and sometimes we gotta think: Can we? Can we be this? Can we be that? Or can we be what this person keeps saying I am? And we just have to admit it to ourselves. So this is a little game for us and our circle friends. I hope you guys participate with us in the comments and speak your truth of can we. So we're gonna go down the list of things of can what we could be, and we're gonna admit can we or just sip our drinks if we don't want to admit it, but then we admitted it. Circle friends, participate in the comments. Here we go. You ready, Melanie?
I'm ready.
Can you be selfish? I'll go first if you want to think about it.
Well, we just answering yes or no, or we
Yes,
explaining why?
yes.
Yes.
If you want to explain why a little bit to give insight so people don't think you're that fucked up, we can. But
Sometimes
yes.
when you are accustomed to being selfless so much, you need to be selfish.
And I wish now I had one of those sounds. Like,
I need
Yup.
a sound box.
yup, that's what we're working on for the inner circle. Yeah, I definitely can be. And it's just what you said. When you're like so used to being selfless, sometimes you gotta get a little selfish. Siri, play Britney Spears selfish. Next, can you be presumptuous?
No.
Yeah, same here.
You have to have limits. You can't just be like I
And can you explain
people
Go
what
ahead.
presumptuous is?
Can you explain what presumptuous to the people that might not know their Webster's dictionary big words?
Presumptuous is failing to observe the limits of what is permitted or appropriate. So basically, it's a person who constantly crosses the line and they have no like regard for other people. I don't like presumptuous people. I've always feel like you need to have common sense and read the room. So no, there is no excuse to be presumptuous. Even if you think it's cute to be shady or to like make it seem like you're haha about it, no. It's not cute. Like we're grown. You shouldn't be presumptuous.
Yep. So next, can you be trustworthy?
Of course. If you're trustworthy, obviously you radiate good vibes and people are more keen to coming to you for things or like positivity, I guess.
Yeah.
If you're
You
not
definitely could be
trustworthy,
trustworthy. I
I
know
can
that.
be yeah, I can be I am trustworthy.
No, yeah, you are trustworthy. Yeah, there you go. That's the word.
I
You are.
tried
No,
to
for
that.
sure. Could I be trustworthy? Yes,
You are.
absolutely. I definitely
For sure.
have.
Let me
Hey.
just say this. Charlie knows where the bodies are buried. That's all I'm
Got
gonna
a
say.
secret? Can you keep it, Swiss? Pretty Little Liars. Got a lock it in my pocket, taking this one to the grave. Can you be dependable?
Yes.
Yeah, you definitely could be.
I am
Dependable.
very dependable. Sometimes to a fault.
I could be dependable, but there's something about me because I feel like I have people around me that are very dependable that I want to try. That's something that I was very introspective this weekend. Be more dependable and there for my loved ones, my
More
friends
present.
and family. More present, yeah. More present. Can you be self-critical?
All the time. My boss told me that I am very hard on myself. She said, a la words of RuPaul, that I am my inner saboteur is like out there. So
Yeah, I could be self-critical too. I definitely can, and it's something I work on too, and I have to like snap myself back into reality. Can you be nitpicky? Excuse me. That
what's the
sickness
difference
hasn't completely left.
what's the difference between nitpicking and judgmental?
I feel nitpicky is more like very. No, yeah, nitpicky is more like, oh my god, don't cook in that don't use a fork to cook in that pan because you're gonna scratch my pan.
Oh,
Like that's very nitpicky
familiar.
versus judgmental. Oh, remember I been a few relationships ago with someone like I was scared to cook. I was in a relationship that I was scared to cook because this person was nitpicky over if I use a fork for this pan or if I use a spoon to whip this. I was scared to cook, and I love to cook. This person never really got my cooking, my good cooking, because I was scared to fucking use this shit. Like, I'm like, I'm not cooking.
I need to break character one more time. Shout out to Joe from We Family Son, because he said, in the words of RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here?
And this is what we do.
That is true. One of the best birthday gifts, like birthday cards that I've ever gotten, was from Chelsea. My friend Chelsea, she got me the picture of RuPaul, and it had that expression in it.
Yeah.
It's like, I have that shit on my mirror. But yeah, nitpicking, I don't think you should nitpick. Things shouldn't be that serious.
Yeah, I'm not nitpicking.
I don't think I'm nitpicky. I'm something else, but that's for another day. Next.
It's funny how you say, no lie, it's written here. Funny how you say, what's the difference between, it's funny how you say, what's the difference between judgmental and nitpicky, because the last one is, can you be, I swear to God, can you be judgmental? That's the last one. It's on the list.
I can be judgmental. I am working on it. I receive it, and I am trying. It's a new year, and I'm trying to be less judgmental. However, sometimes I feel like you need to judge and speak your truth on things, because if you don't, then everyone's going to think that you're okay with everything, and that's not the case. Not over here.
Yeah. Or you don't want to let that become passive aggressive by not speaking your truth and stuff.
I think being passive aggressive is worse than being judgmental.
Can you be? Oh, that's an extra one. Can you? Let me ask you real quick. Can I be judgmental? Not as much, but I be having my opinions, because we be talking, and I be having my opinions. But I let people live. I could say what I think, but I still let people live. I don't care. I do your life because I know I have my life. But now that you bring it up, can you be? What was that last one you said? Can you be?
Can you be passive aggressive? Absolutely
there we go.
Not, because I feel like being passive aggressive, you're allowing things to build up, and then when you least expect it, it's all gonna come out pouring out of you. And sometimes people are gonna be taken aback by it, or some people are not gonna expect it, or people are gonna there are people like myself, and I'm speaking for myself, that if I interact or I know someone's passive aggressive, I can already sense it, and it's already in my mind, like it's coming. Eventually, they're gonna like explode. So that gives me anxiety. I can't, and I don't like that shit. So
I'm gonna admit it right here. I definitely could be passive aggressive.
Really?
I could. It's in there. I could be passive aggressive. I because I try not to let certain things bother me. Mm-hmm. We've had situations, to be real, as best friends, to talk about it. We've had, like, the only one I can really think of is one major blowout. We've had things here and there, but just one major blowout. That included one of my brothers was present for it. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes.
That's like the one major blowout I could think of.
I don't remember. I erased that from my mind. Every time, if there's a passive aggressiveness or something happening, like where it's usually me in the receiving end. When it comes
to us?
Yes.
No,
it's me in the receiving end. Like, you'll tell me about something and be like, listen, you need to blah, blah, blah because of X, Y, and Z. It's never me telling you, like, the opposite. I feel like you check me more than I check you. Yeah,
no, but I do that a lot in relationships, people I'm dating.
Bitch, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm very. That's what I mean. Like, I could do that definitely with us and with friendships, but I do it more when I do it with relationships, because I let things rock and go. Like, I try not to let certain things bother me that much, and because I try to be like, listen, I try to be like, people are human, and try to put myself in, but it builds and builds and builds and builds, especially when you're very real with people. And you don't get, and it builds, and then I'm like a volcano, and it's something I'm gonna work on. But it's like a volcano. I'm like a volcano. Then I let it all build, and when I explode, it's not fucking pretty.
I am trying
It's
to
not.
learn this year to be less confrontational and judgmental, and it's a work in progress, child, but it's something that I feel like this year is the right year to do it. Um, some people, well, in the comments, so
I just laughed at that
someone's being, I don't want to put
for
them
being
out there,
passive
but
aggressive.
that's
That made
being
me laugh.
well, if it works where one person is passive aggressive and the other one is more confrontational, then it works. But I don't think that doesn't work for too long.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Well, that was a little fun game to start the new year to check ourselves and what maybe
yeah,
we could work on. But
check
let's
yourself before you wreck
wreck
yourself.
yourself. There you go. Let's get into our note. Not today. We continue traditions here at the Inner Circle Podcast. Where one of our topics, our note not today. And listen, I'm gonna start mine off because I'm very passionate, and I'm passionate about my note not today. I was minding my business at the gym. First of all, my note not today was gonna be something else. My note not today was gonna be the 10-year challenge. We did this shit last year, people. Why are we doing it again this year? What's the difference? What's the difference?
That
That was
people
gonna
are
be my
better
note not
from COVID.
today. That was gonna be my note not today. People are lying too, because then I see these like filtered not like 10-year challenges. I'm like,
Stay tuned.
but that was gonna be my note not today. But no. I was minding my business at the gym today, trying to get myself back together. Minding my business at the gym. And who do I get a text message from? Who do I get a text message from? While I'm minding my own business, telling me, Trump alert, Trump alert. Trump is making his comeback with his own social media platform, all his own, and wants you to join. First of all, who the fuck forwarded my number to the Trumpsters? Who? Who? I know I'm not an owl, Mr. Owl. Who forwarded my thing? Nope, not today, Trump. I don't care about your social media. I'll let other people and other platforms succumb to that bullshit. I don't care. I see you. We see each other. I see what you're trying to do for your next run. Fuck you, Trump, and leave me alone. You're costing me text messages rates, okay? Nope, not today.
Ooh, not unlimited text and data. Text me
Now I'm
after
lying.
I
I do have a limited, but still, I don't want you fucking texting my shit.
well, my note not today is the buffoonery and fucking like adventures of Jeff Bezos living his unmarried billionaire life, and him like basically taking pictures and like frolicking on the beach with his girl and showing off his anabolical steroid infested body. Like, I don't want to see it. I don't
Not
care.
infested.
More, just like give more benefits and more higher pay rates to all the Amazon people. Even though he doesn't have anything to do with Amazon, he still has power. So nope, not today. Not
Not
ever.
today. And shout out to Rosemary Camacho. Thank you so much from the KTT show. Definitely check them out. I've definitely watched them. I love the KTT show and what they do and everything. So shout out to Rosemary. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. And definitely check them out. They be on Mondays at 9 p.m. So definitely check them out. Love their format. Love what they do. And also Joe from We Family Son podcast, showing love with us live right now in the comment section.
Trashing his partner, Sergio. That's
Shout out.
Leo.
So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate you guys. But now it's time to say goodbye. Remember that song? MICKEY. Well, let's stop singing that before we get fined for like copyrights. But let's end it with gratitude, Melanie. What's your end it with gratitude?
I just want to thank all the City MD workers and all the mobile COVID testers that have been working around the clock to get New York City tested and sending me my results, because God knows that I was not going to be out and about if I tested positive. I'm responsible and I care and I'm trustworthy.
Okay. Can you?
So no, honestly, I'm thankful for being healthier than I was 2 weeks ago because the last 2 weeks were horrible. And I'm grateful to see another year, a new year. That's it. What are
No,
you grateful for?
listen, pretty much the same. I'm very grateful for my health. I was at the gym today and I'm like, I know what my ended with gratitude is my health. Like, I've been back at the gym this week after being sick last week and trying to ease back in and it's like your body and everything as you learn your body, it's like, whoa, you start appreciating your health a little more. So I'm definitely thankful for my health. And, and I just pray that for everyone else's health out there, especially during these crazy times. So definitely for my health. But thank you guys so much. It was our first great show of 2022. You know where to find us: YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, the Inner Circle Podcast. Make sure you subscribe, share, comment, and we have a Venmo and a Cash App. If you like what you see, $1, 50 cents, whatever you want to donate our way. The Inner Circle, THE Inner Circle. That's our Venmo and Cash App. You can see on our ticker. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and we will see you guys next week with a special guest, which we will announce on our Inner Circle IG page. So follow us for that. See you guys next week. Love you, Melanie.
Love you. Bye. Kisses to my bitches.